Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's ETAPRIME back here again. It looks like we might finally be able to get our hands on that huge 11-inch glasses-free 3D handheld from Tencent in the US. So finally, somebody's going to pick this up and sell it in the US. And we saw this last year at CES. I was actually able to go hands-on with it. And at the time, I couldn't run any games on it, but I was able to run some benchmarks. So we'll take a look at that in just a bit. But this thing does look really interesting. I mean, it's an absolutely huge handheld. Kickstand around back, 100 watt-hour battery, and of course, I'd say the main claim to fame is the glasses-free 3D display they're using here. It actually uses eye tracking technology with that built-in front camera to kind of get the perfect 3D effect. And looking at this thing with your naked eye, it does look really good. I mean, the 3D on this thing is awesome. You can move it around and it'll hold that position for you. But of course, you can always disable it with the 2D or the 3D toggle up top. So if you just want to use it as a 2D device, not a problem at all. And this is going to be coming to us from a company known as ABSOLUTE. And you might be familiar with their first product known as the ABSOLUTE 1 or their upgraded version, the ABSOLUTE 1 Pro handheld. Basically, this was designed with streaming and cloud gaming in mind with the original. They did upgrade the CPU and RAM in the Pro model, and you can actually play native Android games and emulators on this thing. But now they've got a new device in their roster, and they're going to be calling it the ABSOLUTE 3D 1. But this is the same thing as that Tencent Sunday Dragon. So if we go back here, yeah, they actually just kind of rebranded it to bring it to other parts of the world. Again, when I went hands-on with this thing, I was really impressed with it. I mean, the glasses-free 3D technology here is really awesome. It's got that eye tracking with the camera up front. Detachable controllers. They do sell a keyboard attachment. It's like a 2-in-1 or 3-in-1, really. You could use it as a tablet. You could use it as a handheld. You can use it as a laptop. And they have given us a pretty good look at this device with some new images. So as you can see here, those controllers do detach. They have built-in trackpads on both sides. Obviously, we get our D-pad, more of a dish style, dual analog sticks, A, B, X, Y, and we've got Start Select plus 2 extra buttons that can be programmed. For the most part, these are going to be used to bring up our performance menu. Round back here, built-in kickstand, 2 macro keys that are fully programmable from software, and there's release buttons for these detachable controllers. As for I/O, all of this is going to be across the top. We've got a micro SD card slot for easily expanding the storage, a 3.5mm audio jack, dual Thunderbolt 4, and I didn't call it USB 4 for a reason. These are true 40 gig Thunderbolt 4 ports, volume rocker, power button, and that 3D switch. So again, you can actually switch this to 2D mode at any given time. I'm not sure if the keyboard attachment comes with the unit or not, but this is definitely something that you can add to it. It'll work as kind of a folio case to cover that front up, plus we've got a full keyboard here, and we've got a mid section for those detachable controllers to turn it into a full wireless controller. Couple other things we've seen here is their kind of launcher system. So obviously you'll need some type of launcher. It looks pretty good, and from here we'll also be able to fully control the performance. But this is about all we've seen when it comes to the newer software here that's possibly going to be included with the ABSOLUTE version. And we also know the internal specs of this device. And earlier I mentioned Thunderbolt 4 instead of USB 4, and that's because this is powered by an Intel chip. We've got the Intel Core Ultra 7 258V. So with this, we get those 8 cores, 8 threads, up to 4.8 gigahertz, 32 gigs of RAM running at 8,533 megahertz. And what makes these chips a little more expensive is the RAM is actually baked into the chip itself, so there's no way to upgrade it. And I know for a fact that the 258V either comes with 32 or 64 gigs of RAM. I'm not sure if they're going to be offering the 64 gigabyte version. But we've got that Intel Arc 140V iGPU, 8 Xe2 cores up to 1,950 megahertz, an 11-inch 2.5K glasses-free 3D display, and a 99 watt-hour battery with 65-watt quick charging capabilities. So yeah, I mean, on paper, not too bad. We know what this 258V can do, especially with newer driver updates from Intel. This is the same chip we see in the MSI Claw 8 AI, and with this thing at around 35 watts, not too shabby. When it comes to Geekbench 6, single core coming in with the 2710, multi 10,000. Of course, we've only got 8 cores and 8 threads. If Intel was to do one of these with 8 cores and 16 threads, our multi-core could be up significantly. But when it comes to that 140V iGPU, with Time Spy, you get a total score of 4,642 at 35 watts. I've been testing the Z2 Extreme for quite some time now, and I can't hit these kind of scores when it comes to Time Spy with that chip, and maybe we will in the future, but right now, the highest I've ever hit was like 4,260 with it. So it's still coming ahead a bit in these synthetic benchmarks, but keep in mind, I mean, this performance here doesn't always transfer over to real-world game performance. Either way, I'm pretty excited about this. I would love to get my hands on it and just see exactly what we could do with it. Now, the last thing I wanted to mention here was pricing. Nothing has officially been announced or written from Absolute at the time of making this video, but there is speculation, there's rumor that this is going to be coming in under $1,700. So saying it that way, whoever's selling this knows that it's a pretty expensive unit. It's way up there when you compare it to others. So it's going to be interesting to see how it does if they're going to hit that really high price tag with it. But that's going to wrap it up for this one. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. I mean, if this thing was at the right price point, would it be something you're interested in? Would you wait for something down the road? Do you wish it was powered by a Ryzen chip? Let us know down below. And like always, thanks for watching.